And welcome back. Good evening and good afternoon, Jackson Joes, and welcome to another exciting matchup of Echo Arena, presented by VRML. And we just got word that we will be swapping servers, as it looks like quite a few players in the game were all sitting over 150 ping. So they'll be doing that. But in the meantime, while we get ready for this game, I am on SirDimwi, and I'm here back again with NightFiree. NightFiree, an Onward caster and a VRML board member. NightFiree, this is his second Echo cast, and I think he did pretty well in that first one. But NightFiree, how are you feeling about casting so far here in Echo Arena?
Well, I shook off the jitters with the new squad battle. Right, I got to see some of the what the newer teams look like coming into the league, and now I get to kind of experience a little bit more of a seasoned matchup here. It's a little bit more of a hype matchup at the very least.
Yeah, there's definitely seasoned players here over on Frostbyte. You're gonna have interesting. They actually have Skyla in. Skyla, as far as I'm aware, not on the roster, but they're gonna be feeling Skyla unless. Yeah, let me double check that. What is He's not on Chaos, I don't think. No. So it looks like Skyla will be here with Meatballer, Grump, and Mozzie. Who are they? They're without Mojolly, I do believe it looks like. Yes, we're without Mojolly. So for Frostbyte, Mozzie, Grump, Meatballer, it looks like Skyla standing in. And then for Chaos, I saw Akity, Dana McFabulous, Goran Jr., and I didn't catch their fourth player. So we're waiting to see who their fourth player is going to be.
And you know, that was one thing that I was kind of curious about when I'm looking at that roster. It definitely seems like a risky kind of way to operate, right? To only have 4 on your team, because in the case that you don't have one available, you're kind of out of luck. You have to go and dig into the reserves pool, which, you know, does have talent in it. It's not to say that it doesn't, but it's certainly not as good as having someone that you've scrimmed with, that you've practiced with, that you know how they like to play, what maneuvers they like to pull off, what's their favorite positions to hold. You know, are they a forward, are they back? It's important to have that sort of camaraderie down when you start to compete at a high level in the VRML. And you know, I've seen some subs come in and do fantastic, to their credit. Some subs excel rather, in that sort of role of being the lone wolf, if you will, being the sole standout player. But it doesn't happen all the time, and it's certainly, again, a risk. So definitely interesting to see that. You know, obviously, I think it's beneficial to have the 6-man roster like you see on Chaos. You can bring in a sub. Someone gets tired, someone blows out an arm, someone blows out an elbow, something in the middle of a set, you can sub someone in. You have that sort of freedom in your roster to be able to deal with any sort of adversity. But again, we'll see. Well, I'm interested to see how the sub ends up playing in this match for Frostbyte. And I'm excited, man. I'm looking forward to the passes, to the stack use. I want to see how these guys play and what sort of aggression they're going to come out with in this series.
Yeah, and I've yet to see Chaos play with this new roster. Dana McFabulous, one of the few remaining members from way back when Chaos started in preseason. And then now with Goran Jr., Akity, Adam the Alien, Egret, and Reigns VR. I'd love to see Egret in tonight. I don't know if he's playing. We will find out soon enough. But yeah, so a lot of players that have been around for a while, and Chaos team that's been around for a while, but it has some as has been noted in the past, some rampant roster issues just for one reason or another. And it certainly, I can say it's certainly not. It's not Dano's personality, because he's definitely a nice guy. He's definitely been around for a while. One of our league mods, and also Akity there on Chaos, one of our new casters as well.
Man, I mean, a shout out to the league mods. They have been doing a fantastic job. You know, this season in particular, with the influx of players just getting barraged with questions nonstop. I think Mel now has like 100+ commands, 200+ commands, something like that.
Yeah,
they've been doing a fantastic job responding to the increase in the player base, and I just wanted to give a holler to them, because they've been doing great.
No, they really have been. They've been working. You know, it's easy to think that maybe they aren't as active as they are, just because you only see a few of them interacting in like the league channels at any given moment. But they are all active all the time. They're constantly going in those back channels. They're constantly discussing things. And no, I am in this new lobby, so if you can find that one there. Then, that is a very loud microphone. We will be muting that. But yeah, that's available for you, NightFiree, now if you want to hop in this new lobby.
I'm ready for the action. Believe me, I'm eagerly waiting, Dimwi. I need to see this matchup.
And yeah, so Chaos will be playing with Egret, Dynamite Fabulous, Gordon Jr., and Akity. That is definitely not a slouchy line there. And yes, that is, excuse me, Frostbyte in orange playing with Grump, Mozzie, Meatballer, and Skyla. Skyla has been hopping around a little bit. Skyla, I wonder if this is maybe a subtle audition here for Skyla. Yeah. Because Skyla's definitely been around a bit. He's a well-seasoned player. He's probably going to play well with these guys. But I am, like I said, very curious to see how both these teams are gonna play against each other in this one.
The action is about to get underway as we hop into round 1 of this series. A quick pickup here from Dano. Nice pass to Acadia. See if they can push forward here. A little unfortunate bounce as they all sort of get into position to start to set up for the pressure onto goal. A missed pass there. Quick snag from Skyla. A nice easy clear up to the holes here.
A long shot coming there, just going wide though. Very ambitious shot. Who was that? Was that Meatballer? My instinct is it was Meatballer. It looks like it was. So Meatballer go for a long shot, but Grump, great feed in there to Mozzie. And Mozzie's gonna backhand plant that one in for the 2. And that's gonna give Frostbyte an early lead here in round 1.
That was a nice little double cross there. They had the stun on goalie as well. And that behind the back shot. Man, that was a little style move right there.
That really was. That was absolutely phenomenal goal from those guys coming in, and that's the sort of style I expect from this Frostbyte team. They're definitely one skilled rosters. Now Dano is going to be handling this one though for Chaos, bringing this one in, looking for that cross pass to the teammate there right around the star block, but the turnover. Meatballer coming away with that one, going to send this one through the tube, and it does get away. So now a race for it. Grump is going to be the first player in. He doesn't overshoot it. He gets a hand on that one. They have a 2-on-2 here. Looking to bring this one in. Takes a shot, but it's going to bounce off the bottom of the goal there.
Nice little quick hand swap. Tried to toss it in. Just dinging off the edge of the goal. You know, these missed passes have been getting punished from Frostbyte. Frostbyte has been taking great advantage of whenever a missed pass comes through. A nearly slap shot coming in there. Just missing up over the top. Another one followed up from the 3-point. Nice 16 meters a second shot coming in there from Mozzie.
That was a great shot there from Mozzie on the goalie as well. Good for the 3. 10 meters out. That is a fantastic shot. And that's after that near miss there from Skyla, the slap in. So yeah, it's a 5-point game. Chaos with that joust advantage taken out by Akady. Looking for that left tube there, but the disruption. Look, the entire Frostbyte team is right around that disc there. They do come away with that one. Another opportunity here. Ooh, the stun. Oh, the pass, though. And Skyla. What a shot there from Skyla to pop that one in for another 2. And Frostbyte is up by 7.
You just got to be feeling the pressure right now if you're Chaos, because every time you don't hit that pass perfectly, it gets into the hands of Frostbyte, and it's suddenly in your goal. These guys, it has to be quick. It has to be on point. They cannot afford passes like that because they get punished so quickly. The stack speed is just there instantly for this Frostbyte squad. And I mean, another really nice powered in 3.
Yeah, that one coming from Grump, formerly known as Grumpiest Brim. And the steep angle there from 11 meters out, good for, as you pointed out, another 3. Now it's a 10-point game here. Still just under 7 minutes to go. So Chaos with a lot of time here to come back. If they can pull this one together. Is that one good pass there to left tube, looking for a cross pass there. That one's on the mark. Going down there to Akady. Akady taking the shot, but unfortunately going to bounce off the inside of the post there. Now he's going to chase this one down. He has a teammate right nearby. Good cross pass to Dano. Dano taking the shot, and he's going to plant that one in for Chaos' first goal of the game here. That's 2 on the board. The clock says 6:20. Oh, that was goofy. Yeah, good goal.
You know, this Frostbyte aggression, I think, is what's really shutting down Chaos right now. And right out the gate, when Frostbyte's been blitzing every single time, Chaos has had trouble. And you see, once Chaos finally gets it into Frostbyte's end of the arena, they have great passing. They have great teamwork there. And it was a nice shot for that 2-pointer. and almost a 3 there beforehand. And now they need to get back on defense, prevent any sort of cross passing like this from going on. An easy goal on the backside from Mosey. Sneaks it in at 9 meters.
Yeah, Frostbyte, they had a lot of room to work with moving in. Those pass lanes looked to be wide open, and every single one of those passes right on, and that gives, that good cross pass there from Ozzy to Skylar. Skylar coming in from the right shoulder to pop that one in for the 2. And now we're back to a 10-point game. Oh, look at that interception there. Meatballer right in the lane, looking at an empty net, going to take that shot. Good for the 3, and that's going to push the Frostbyte lead up to 13 here, 15-2. Still just about, I believe, 5 minutes to go here in round 1.
I mean, what do you do against a team that is applying this much pressure this early? They're so quick to the intercept. They're so quick to the disc. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they just threw a blitz straight at the QB here.
It might just, no, they go for, it looks like some man coverage and Meatballer. That is 2 in a row here. A pick 3 for Meatball. He's going to send that one in. And that's going to extend the Frostbyte lead to 15. Also notable, that was a 19-meter shot, 19 meter per second shot.
Wow. What do you do though, Demi? What's the play here for Chaos?
Coming out, you gotta watch that defense. Try not to send it to wherever they're going. Looks like they have a good set. The defense is a good setup. That's that one-on-one. Strategically, there's if you're losing those one-on-ones like that, there's not a whole lot you can do strategically. To come back, you have to be able to make that space. You have to be able to get those passes off. And now a long shot, maybe opportunity there. That one's going to bounce right into the hands of Meatballer. But yeah, I don't know if it's Chaos' strategies here. It just looks like another one here. That's going to be Mozzie sending that one in for the 3, and that's going to extend the lead to 18 with 4 minutes to go. And it's just those things. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you got to win some one-on-one brawls, open up some lanes for you, because something is just not going their way with that one man-on-man matchup that's going on right now in defense. But again, once they get it into the side of Frostbyte, there is a little more success for the Chaos squad. They can get the disc here off the stack. They just miss it over the top, and miss pass does go punished. Egret managed to snag it. Puts the toss on goal, gets blocked by Bowtie there.
The speed of that chain to recover that one, and Meatballer with a really good leech there on Dano. He's going to send this one all the way down into the Chaos zone. He was looking for a shot there, but that one's going to bounce off the barrier and all the way back out to mid, but right back in the hands of Skylar. Skylar moving in under pressure. There are 2 defenders out. That's leaving a lot of room open. Begorin Jr. with a great disruption. They're going to get that one sent out. It's all the way down into the zone here, and a shot there from Dano McFabulous. Apologies to Dano as I had to catch up to that play. And that was a great shot there. That's going to put another 2 on the board here for Chaos, reducing that lead down to 16 here, but still only about 2.5 to go here in round 1.
Yeah, it's going to be quite a miraculous comeback that's going to be required out of Chaos. That's to say the least. At this point, you kind of just want to put a few points on the board just to sort of boost the confidence up for the second round, right? Maybe get an intercept like that in the hands of Goran. A decent pass up does go just missed. An opportunity that could have been potentially easy open net goes unutilized. Mozzie quick to clear it and get it into Chaos's side. And now I'm expecting the quick stack speed. There it is, right onto the disc. Decent little bit of juking there. Nice stunt. Prevent the shot from coming in.
Now Meatball an opportunity. Sends that one to Grump at the shield. Grump's going to plant that one in the bottom of the goal. Good for the 2, and that's going to push the lead back to 18. There's still a minute and a half to go here. Now, the round looks like we are out of reach here for Chaos, but Chaos at this point looking to stop that the mercy from coming into play, but also looking to score some goals here. Maybe something they can build off of to move into round 2. Grump with the steal. He's going to send that one in. But bouncing off the bottom side of the goal there.
A nice long-range toss. Just barely misses a good steal here from Arcadia.
That one's going to be sent out by Dano. Yeah, I think it's a caddy. I never asked him, and I feel so foolish for not having done so. But a minute to go here, 22-4. Dana McFabulous looking to make something happen, but that stack, that was Grump getting in there, getting the stun out on him. And then a clear out there by Meatballer. They already have the stack moving down. Are they going to get there first? No, that's going to be Chaos' stack. Getting the speed. Gordon Jr. coming over with that one, trying to get it out through mid. 47 seconds to go here in round one. Gordon coming away with that one, forwarding it up, looking for E-grip, but that pass is just off the mark. Now,
starting to see Chaos.
Go ahead.
Chaos is getting a little bit faster now. Their stack seems to be a little bit more on point. Maybe they're starting to get a little bit more warmed up after this first round. If they can kind of come in with this level of speed, this level of aggression for the start of round two, I think we're gonna have a bit closer of a round two, just based off of what I'm seeing here towards the end of this first round.
Yeah, and I do not disagree, as this one's going to come to an end here, 24-4 in favor of Frostbyte, as I get that up there, and you got a lot of stats there, and apparently my bot crashed, so excuse the bad stats on the cast here. Those will fix for round two. I apologize for that. But anyways, yeah, no, as you were saying, it looked like Chaos is really turning up the heat there in the second half of that, the latter half of round one, and maybe going to be able to build off of that moving into round two.
A lot of empty net goals going in for Frostbyte. Just watching the replays, I wonder maybe investing in a perma goalie would be worthwhile.
Well, I think those are more like, because you noted earlier on in the game that Frostbyte was doing a really good job of punishing Chaos's turnovers, and yeah, those are those punishing turnovers, because that's what that looks like if you can't like that one right there with Meatballer getting that goal. That's the defense just didn't have enough time to respond to it, and that's what sets the top teams apart from a lot of the rest. Is they say the game comes down to which team makes the fewest number of mistakes. And really it comes down to which team makes the fewest number of mistakes compared to how often they can punish the other team for making mistakes. As we do get started here for round two, Chaos does get the tentative win off that joust. They do get a good steal there off of that one, but that's going to be Mozzie coming over with that one for Frostbyte and setting that one down in the Chaos zone here.
Nice response from Chaos, though. They're back in net, guarding the goal here. Grump is going to push in to this 2v4, and somehow they thread the needle. A nice little that was almost a vertical shot into goal.
Yeah, that was Meatballer with a ridiculous hook shot. That one dinging on its way in. I don't know if he could have gotten any closer on that one, as it looks like we have a drop here on Frostbyte. So maybe nope, right back into the game. So no restart necessary. As Akady's going to send them to that left tube there, but Grump with the grab. Grump sending this one in deep. Ooh, almost with that bounce. That may have picked up the trajectory there, but no.
Chaos just looking a little bit better here at the start of this round. They seem to be a little bit more in control. It's not necessarily dominated by Frostbyte, but we'll see how long that lasts. I'm sure Frostbyte are going to try and apply some pressure here eventually, but it really has been just kind of floating in the mid-ground. No one's really applied too much pressure on the goal other than the one we just saw scored.
Well, a lot of back and forth here in that far side trap. Goran with it now. Try to make some space, and he does get it. He has the space. So they're going to play this one patiently, passing this one up here to Dano. Dano drawing out that defense. Ooh, good play there by Grump to get the steal. Looking at a long shot, but that one's going to be a bit low. Teammate trying to get there first, and he is there. That's Skyla. Skyla goes for that shot off the backboard. That was going to go wide. Another opportunity here for Grump. Is he going to take the shot? Maybe just. Yeah, no. He is. Walks that one in. A bit of walking he did to walk that one in for the two, and that's going to give Frostbyte the 4-point lead here.
A little fancy juking to get his way through the defense and score that goal. Nicely done by Grumps. And I mean, that was basically Grump playing catch with himself. I think he threw that one down below, then went down and got it, then threw it again and caught it off the backboard. So a nice job from him. Now Skyla stealing the disc here, and it's reminiscent of the first round. These steals coming in, and Chaos just has to shift the momentum. They have to keep it in their favor. Nice little steal and a nice clear into Frostbyte's side.
That one is going to bounce to the far side wall there, now handled by Grump. Grump under pressure. Looking to send that one out, but it takes that bounce at mid, so it's stuck at mid only for a moment there as Meatball gets a grab of that one. He's going to send this one in. Does have the trajectory? No, not quite going to spin, but close enough as Grump is going to come in, take out the trash, pop that one in for another 2, and that's Frostbyte with a 6-point lead.
Just tapped it in. Didn't even dunk it. Just drove by and gave it a little love tap in for it to float in for the goal.
So now will be Chaos once again with his Joust advantage. Handled down by Akity. Akity sending that one to that left to Goran. Goran was a steal by Grump. Grump looking to send that. Oh my goodness. Grump looking to send that one in. As now it's Goran Jr. with that one in his own bubble. A lot of pressure there. Trying to send it out. Does get it out, but right there into the hands of Grump. Grump going in there to Meatballer. Meatballer sending this one across the Skyla. Skyla looking at the net. Goes off the backboard very lightly. So good slap there by the defense to slap that one out of the bubble. But right back into the hands here of Frostbyte. That's going to be Meatballer bringing that one in, but not on the mark. That one's going to bounce out as well, and this one getting incidentally cleared all the way back out to mid.
Tried to throw a little pitch spin on that toss, and it didn't quite work out, but just nearly missing up over the top. Still into the hands of Frostbyte as Grump puts a shot on the goal. The stun on the goal. He opens it up, and a nice little 2-pointer on the bottom side.
And that right there, that's what, you know, doesn't matter how many times you miss. If you give that offense that many opportunities, eventually it's going to go in, and they find that one in there. Grumpy sending that one in off the feed from Skyla. And that's going to put Frostbyte up by 8 here, but the pace is slower here. The scoring pace in round 2 is much slower than round 1. Now maybe an opportunity. A shot there. And yeah, that was so quick. We're not even going to get the pop-up on the overlay. That was Goran Jr. sending that one in from 10 meters out. Good for the 3. And so that's going to bring us what was a 3 goal lead. It's not just a 2-goal lead. Still 5 minutes left in this game, and it wasn't that funny.
Clip it and ship it, baby.
Oh man, Meatball is going to ship this one into the Chaos Zone, handled there by Mozzie. Mozzie going to cross there to Meatball, and Meatball going to cross, looking for his teammate. Oh my, what an opportunity there from Grump, but it's going to take another dinger off the goal, and now all the way back into the Frostbyte zone. Teams are away, chains are away. Opportunity here for Chaos. Oh, shot there from Goran Jr. is just going to ding off and out. The chain playing very aggressively here in the offensive zone, but now a long shot there. That one's in.
Wow.
Meatballer, 36 meters out from the 2. Good for the 3. Ridiculous.
Jeez, the long-range sniper arm throwing in that shot. And, you know, that was the first time I think I saw Chaos get aggressive on offense. You know, they seem to be a little bit tentative. They seem to be trying to get into position, trying to set up the passes, trying to set up their plays. But that hasn't really been working out. What has been working, for at least Frostbyte, is this very fast aggression, the reliance on the stacks, the constant pressure in the enemy's goal. And here comes another shot on from Meatballer. And that's a quick 5 spot from him.
Yeah, that was Grumpy sending that one in from all the way, almost near his own bubble there. Not quite on the mark, but Meatballer is going to get there first and send that one all the way in for that 2. I believe that was a 2. Might have been a 3. Now I'm not even sure. I'm second guessing myself. But that's going to be a left pass tube there. Looking for Goran Jr. Oh, Grump coming away with that one. Sends another one in. And that one is going to be a 3. And that's going to extend that lead to 13.
It's just Frostbyte punishing every little thing. You know, you miss one little pass. You leave a small gap in your speed of the throw. You float one in, and it just gets stolen. They're so fast. They're definitely looking like a nice, quick-paced team.
Yeah, they really do, and that's going to be a lot to carry. This sort of play here from Frostbyte is going to carry them really high in the rankings, as this one's going to get sent all the way into the bubble here.
Nice little steal there. Another key steal from them. Egret with a nice toss from down under. Little 3-pointer, get him back in it a little bit, but I don't know. What's the time left? 3 minutes. Is it doable? 10 points in 3 minutes?
It is, yes. That's a minimum of 4 goals. So it's about 15 seconds per goal, minus 15 seconds. So yeah, definitely possible. They really only need 45 seconds to return if they're bam 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 on the goals, but that's not. That's what they needed, but Mozzie coming in with that one, setting this one in long. But the bounce off the bottom side of the cone there is going to prevent that one from going in. Now handled by Chaos. Chaos looking to make something happen here. 2:20 left on the clock. Still enough time They have to. But they have to be. They have to act. Well, not too quickly, but they need to act like that.
That was a fantastic bounce pass up to Goran, and then really nice sink in there for the 2. I think he could have gone for the 3, but I mean, at this point, you just need to get the points in. You need to start some momentum on your side, and they're playing aggressive now. I want to see if this continued aggression is going to work for them, because maybe this will be a play style that they carry on into their future matches, something that they kind of learn from, saying, hey, look at this. We applied the pressure here, and it started to work for us.
Yeah, but this play here from Frostbyte looking really good, but that scuff pass, maybe enough to stop it? No. Scala with the turn, with the spin, going to pop that one in 4-2, and we're back to 10-point game. Not quite out of reach for Chaos, but they have to be fast if they want to force a game 3 here.
You know, they're putting in the effort here. Chaos is definitely trying to bring this back. A nice avoidance of the blitz there right out the gate. Good pass. Still not into the hands of Chaos, though. They need to be in control here, and they're just not getting it. This is all Frostbyte has to do. They just have to buy themselves the time. They don't even need to score these long-range 3-pointers.
Yeah, that one there from Mozzie off the feed from Grump. Mozzie, he sees that lane is open. He doesn't have much time to take that shot. Goalie was trying to get back in the goal. He goes ahead and he takes it. No hesitation, and that's 25 meters out there. And that's going to put his team back up by 13, and I do believe we are out of mathematical time. This will be the game to Frostbyte. With 40 seconds left on the clock. Another shot here, and that one's going to go in there from Grump. And that's going to push that lead further up to 16 now. As we look to close out this round 2 of this game.
An insult to injury at this point, but yeah, it is definitely a Frostbyte series here, as they did take a commanding round 1 as well. So hats off to them. They're looking great. I was looking at their overall stats, their score lines for the season so far. They've only had 1 loss under their belt. So they are definitely a team that I think we're going to have to keep an eye on this season, because, you know, that's I want to see how they square off in weeks 3 and 4 when they start to get more appropriate leveled matchups. You know, I think they're going to be an exciting team to keep an eye on.
No, absolutely. I mean, this is going to be definitely a team to watch out for. Definitely contenders for Diamond for sure. Possibly Master. We will see. That's what we'll find out in the coming weeks. Those matchups that you referenced there to those evenly matched matchups there. But yeah, that's going to be Frostbyte taking this one over Chaos into 24-4 in round 1, 24-8 in round 2. And did we get the proper stats here for this final scoreboard? We did. Look at that. Grump coming away with 17 points, 4 assists, 2 saves, and a steal. Meatballer there with 14 points, 4 assists. Mozzie with 11 points, 2 assists, and Skyla with 6 points, 4 assists, 2 saves, and a steal. And yeah, and not bad there around Chaos as well, though. You got Dano McFabulous with 4 points, 3 saves. Gordon Jr. 5 points, 2 saves. Egret with 3 points, 2 saves, and you got Akady there with 3 assists and 1 save. So everybody in this game contributing on offense and defense in this one here. I mean, well played by both teams, and a very hard fought game. No one let up until the very last minute there. Nobody let up one bit.
Is that Chaos's first loss? That's interesting, because it's definitely something to learn off of, right? Because I think, you know, they definitely looked good. They looked like a team that deserved to go up against Frostbyte in a lot of situations. Once they had control of the disc, their passing was on point. Their shooting's on point. You know, they have the mechanics down. It's just a matter of getting the disc out of their zone. It was constantly stolen by this incredible fast-paced aggression from Frostbyte, and you know, just figuring out how to counter that, I think will go a long way for the Chaos team.
Absolutely, it will. And yeah, I mean, they did not look bad. There was some great disc movement, and yeah, just Frostbyte was just so punishing on those turnovers. They knew how to put that in once they got that disc, and yeah. So your second cast, NightFiree, how to go for your second cast, and especially the second one being on VRML 1.
Well, now I just got to get to a best of 3. I've experienced 2 quick 2-round wins coming in from both teams, and now I want to catch myself into a round 3 decider, because that's when things really start to heat up and you get that real exciting back and forth. But they've been great games today. the score lines definitely don't express the kind of quality of matchup that I think that we got to see today. No mercies, some definite blowout score lines you could say, but that didn't really start to crumble until the end of the rounds. I would say everything was pretty competitive through and through.
And speaking of competitive matchups, we do have at least one more coming back to you guys here in about 30 minutes. It'll be right here on VRML 1, and that's going to be Wireless Jacks versus Wrath. Wireless Jacks, that team that was trying to break their way into gold at the end of season 1. They didn't quite get there. They were at the top of silver, but in the open qualifier, they beat, I think there were 2 or 3 gold teams they had to beat. They beat all of them and were able to get into that closed qualifier, trying to get into the final series there. And now returning here, stronger than ever. They picked up Venom, the captain from Nova, my old captain, and definitely stronger. This team is as strong as ever, but going up this new team of Wrath, new team but not new players, and what a set of players this is. iBlood Sports, Air Knight, Checkmount Norris, Link One, Dollar Ranger. These are guys, you should know these names. A lot of great shooters there, and so this could end up being a really good matchup. So definitely come back in about 30 minutes for that one. About 28 minutes from now, we'll get started with that one. But for now, if there's anything you want to say, NightFiree, before we end this one here?
No, happy to get my cast soon. I'm looking forward to many more matches to come.
All right, so that'll do it for us right now. That was Frostbyte versus Chaos. I've been SirDimwi. That was a NightFiree. This has been VRML. We thank you very much for joining us. You have a good evening. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you. We saw it right as we went off, but thank you. Later.